Coffee brewing as the sun peeks through the haze. Birds are chirping, serenading morning's praise. Front porch creaks as dreams fade away. America's awakened to a brand new day. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Newsprint smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Tractors rumble, fields coming alive. Big wheels turning where hopes and dreams strive. Laughter echoes down the old dirt road. America's awakened to lighten her load. America's awakened to lighten her load.
Good morning, good morning. I hope you're all having just a wonderful, wonderful morning. I'm having a good one so far. Can't complain. I want to say good morning to everyone. FRU Bindi from Galveston. Galveston, oh Galveston. I love that song. Welcome. Good morning. And then we got Joan Walton here. A new avatar of a doggy. Good morning, Joan. And then we got Hellhound. Hellhound, your t-shirt is on its way. It is on its way. So good morning to you. Yeah, and he says, everybody remember to subscribe, hit the thumbs up and share. And we got, Call of Duty kid. How's it going? I didn't call your grandma this morning. I need to. I will after the show. Did you like my video I sent you guys the other day of me laughing? Greg of Scotland, good morning. Good morning, America. How are you? Can you call me? I'm on live. I can talk to you guys after if that's okay. I also want to say good morning to all of my haters out there. Let's see, we've got Allison and Kathy and Joy and Lori and Sue and Gina and who else has been posting about me? Who else? Pam and who else? I know I'm forgetting a couple of them. And we can't forget Jack Welsh. Hey, good morning, Heroes Chris. Oh yeah, Wednesday. Wednesday's definitely here. Wednesdays, she watches every day. Just always there, always has her cup of coffee. Medical alert pup. Okay. Yeah. You know what? It's funny because I have a video for this morning about a woman on a plane with a medical device. Kathy Silva, good morning. Good morning. uh, so yeah, let's just get into the show. Let's just get into it. I've got. Did I get the link yesterday about Discord about the adult panto? I don't believe I did. Based on that description. Okay, I saw the haters screenshots, all those. No, I'm not seeing a link. Is it in there? When I was helping out Max Lab yesterday, giving him some links to for a new computer and for what else? There was something else that I bought a portable monitor. So yeah, I brought that. Or I gave him the link on that. Hey, Larry and Saucy here. Good morning. Good morning. Paul's here. Good morning. See, hail, the gang's all here. But that's all good. Oh, I need to tag products in this video. Let me go ahead and whoa. Are we? Oh, there we are. There we are. Who is in 18 days? Are you talking about your birthday? That's just another day. We're not doing anything special for that. You got to get me a list of what you want. You know, your Uncle Mike always takes good care of you. What should we get my niece for her birthday? I normally get her fake poop. And what's funny is I actually did get them fake poop. I ordered them fake dog poop, and they've been having fun with it. Leaving it like my brother thinks that the dog. Oh, you know? My brother thinks that the dog pooped. There we go. There we go. Got all the stuff up there. All the products are now tagged. See, no more poop. How about a fart machine? How about I buy you a fart machine so you can? They've got these little like handheld fart things, so then you can just pretend that you're farting everywhere you go. Like you can go with your grandma to this grocery store and just be like, your grandma would hate. She'd kill me. Your grandma would absolutely kill me. She'd be like, "Why did you buy these girls this fart machine? They use it everywhere." Just give money? No, because then these kids are. If I give them money, I've got one who's going to blow it on video games, which that I really don't care too much about that. So that they're not begging their dad for a new video game, but what they'll spend it on is like the upgrades in the video games, which are just worthless. And then the girls will spend it on Starbucks. How about I send you makeup? I send you some makeup, so that way you stop taking your grandma's. My mom will go into her makeup; it's all gone because my nieces have used it all. I'm on live. You can't call me while I'm live. Your mom would kill me if I put you on screen live. Your mom would kill me. See, and then I've got my son. He's like, no, I don't want to be on camera. Which, by the way, Lori was all about talking about my son. He's not a part of the show. I don't really. He's never. I don't think he's ever been on the show. I don't know if you guys have ever seen him. But yet, Lori thinks it's okay to just bring him up. That's these haters, man. Yeah, they'll try to do anything to get at you. Here's the thing: talking about my kid isn't going to piss me off. It'll piss his mom off, and that is not a battle I want to have. I'll be like, "Oh no, that's Lori. Here's all the information about Lori. You go ahead. You don't think that crazy bitch will try to find you? Good luck." uh, she got Marines to harass me. Okay. Uh, Her boyfriend is in charge of the MPs. You don't think they're going to investigate you? Keep talking about our kid, lady. Go right ahead. I'm not going to get in her way. I'm not going to tell her to stop. Good morning, Amanda. I'm having a very good day. A very good day. Hey, vet firefighter. Good to see you. Um, Actually, hold on. There's something I want to show you guys. Hold on here. I cut it off way too early. Hey there, Veteran Nation fans. I am talking to you today because I have teamed up with a company that's dedicated to supporting veterans. What they do is they help you gather all the medical evidence that you're going to need to submit a VA disability claim. Now, it's all that is designed to help you get the benefits that you have earned. Right now, more than 17 million veterans don't have their full benefits. And if that sounds something familiar, either for yourself or a family member, now is the time to act. With this company, what they offer is free consultations with the medical team so they can figure out how they can best help you. And what they provide is board certified doctors with experience working with the VA, comprehensive medical documentation for both physical and mental conditions. And the services that they provide include nexus letters, telehealth evaluations, DBQs, TDIU, aid and attendance, and so much more. What you're going to do is you're going to click the link that's in the description of this video and sign up for a free consultation. Make sure you do me a favor, share this, and also tag a veteran. Let's help more people get every single thing that they have earned. So there you guys go. That's a little sneak peek. So we have gained some sponsorship of the show. Sorry, haters. Sorry. As much as you've tried to hurt the show, it hasn't hurt the show. We are still doing very good things here. I miss you too. I love you too. Yeah, we're still doing very good things here. And there are people who look at what I do and recognize the benefit, and it aligns with their business. And yeah, so we're going into partnership now. So far, I do not have the created that's why you didn't see it at the beginning of the show, but I did have the video and I wanted to show you guys. So yeah, there will eventually be a link in the description of this video to a company that helps them create and have all the documentation for their medical claims. So yeah, we are doing lots and lots of good things here. Oh, thank you, Amanda. Yeah, there's been other companies out, and where I've even entertained it, where they wanted to sponsor the show. However, it's the thing holding me back has been me. I'll be honest about that. I don't like being beholden to people. I also don't. I arrange my content for people. So if and I when I discussed with this company, I said, look, to have appeal to certain demographics and to certain groups, I have to be able to speak freely about certain topics and subjects. And I said, those are not going to be incredibly PC, and they are not going to be the best business plan or practice. Eating ice cream for breakfast? Oh, that's how I know your grandma's not there. That's how, yeah. I'm telling. Is the stream less sharp? I've seen problems with really. See, I've seen problems with YouTube this morning. Let me see if it's something. Oh, you want to see Glory? Glory, come here. Come here. She's laying on the bed. She'll come over here. Say hi. Oh, you got little burrs. You got little burrs underneath you. We're gonna have to get you a haircut. You were outside going potties and you got burrs on you. They stick to her hair. Okay, yeah, it was probably just a thing. I've been having issues with YouTube this morning. Oh. Okay, that scared her. What was that? Oh, my little thing. I've got a little plug here on the wall, and it fell off. There we go. It's back up. But yeah, I told that company, I said, look, I am not changing. I was like, if it's between your sponsorship and my content, I'm going with my content 100% of the time. And they were like, it's not anything crazy. I was like, no. And I gave them examples. I was like, I am going to say not nice words. I'm going to use cuss words. I said, it's all things that veterans who you want to target. I go, it's all things that veterans are going to enjoy. Boobs, guns, and motorcycles and tattoos. I go, that's veterans. And they're like, oh yeah, we're good with all that. And I showed them several clips that were pretty controversial, I guess you'd say. Like the one time I had a trans veteran on, and they described CBT as cock and ball torture, and which to me funny, very funny. But and that's what people, they don't realize. That's what's the most entertaining about these shows, and that's the thing that you have to be first and foremost is entertaining. I got something in my mouth. Yeah, and that's why like I had people when they're saying, "Oh, well, Tug is talking about you." This is not my business. Tug was talking about people who are YouTube is their business. This is not my business. Tug was not talking to me. He was not. If Tug wanted to talk about me, I guarantee you he would email me. Tug would have that conversation way before he takes it live, without a doubt. But yeah, and that's where if he had any issues with me, I would explain to him, this is not my business. I have a federal contracting business. That is my business. And this is what I do, one, for fun, and two, to be able to give back. My mission is to help and entertain veterans, military, and their families. Notice it's not to make money. I don't think your mom would allow that. I don't think your mom would allow that. But yeah, so yeah, I'm going to keep my freedom on the show of doing things that I want to do and talk about things that I want to talk about. The haters hate it. They hate it because they can't shut me up about not just about talking about them, but talking about certain topics. There's topics I know I've seen where some of them, they do not like me talking about certain topics. I don't care. I don't care at all. I'm going to keep talking about them. I was talking about them long before they ever stopped here. I'm going to keep talking about them long before they're ever gone. And trust me on this. They will leave before I change anything. Hey, Dennis, welcome. There was someone else that I saw that I didn't welcome in yet. Who was it? There's Paul, that firefighter. Can't say. I'll tell you one guy that I dropped in on a stream the other day. Two awesome dogs. He's up there in Michigan. It's still cold, but I do. See, this is the thing. I love helping smaller creators. A lot of these people, they're all about plugging Megan and Tug. And no offense to Megan and Tug, but y'all have more followers than me. And that's the thing. They don't need my plugs. They don't. Um, Smaller creators, like I love Flux. I think Flux. I jokingly say she's my YouTube crush, and she is. She is so cute and adorable. I do love her. Um, Not in a, people were like, oh, she's into women. I don't care about that. I can crush on somebody. Uh, I just I find her opinions, her vibe, everything. She's so bubbly and just so much fun. Just so much fun. Hey, Brandon, welcome, welcome. So I said for her, two awesome dogs. I'm trying to think other people. I have notifications on. So when they go live, I make sure they're going to get a view out of me. Hi, Tran. Good morning. Or Tran, sorry. I said Tran. Tran. Tran's the last name. Well, for Vietnamese, they say the last name first. I did see one thing I do want to talk about. And I was talking about this I was on TikTok. Have you guys seen what's happened on X with Japanese Twitter? It is so amazing. So, what's happened on Japanese Twitter is they now have an automatic uh, uh, interpret feature. And so, like, if I tweet something in Japan, it's going to be automatically translated down in Japan. Before we were all separate. Well, it turns out Japan uses Twitter more than America. That is the biggest use, I think by far, is Japan. And so, some funny things have happened since they did this interpret feature. Now, all these Japanese accounts are showing up in people's feeds, and it's in English. It's been translated by the AI, and it's hilarious because first off, they are so racist, and it's not like you know it's not like f that person racist. It's like I saw where someone had they had a picture of trash bags, and then they had a picture of Muslims kneeling for the call to prayer, and they said, "I thought they were trash." I'm just like, "Oh my god." That is it's so funny and yet so wrong. So, it's that type of racism that I just find hilarious, and what's happened is we've also found out that Japan loves American culture. Loves American culture. When I say loves American culture, I mean they are fascinated. They're fans. Like they are fans. They're trying to copy it and everything. And here's the other thing. It's not just American culture. Like they're not like casual American culture. They don't give two shits about. They love redneck culture. I'm not joking. Redneck Mafia, if we get him on Twitter, he's going to be huge in Japan. John and Lynette, like Jeremy better hope John and Lynette don't join onto Twitter. They're gonna have millions of fans. They're gonna be like, these people are building a barn dominium and they're living in a trailer instead. They will look at the poop bucket bathroom and be like, I'm gonna get me a Home Depot bucket and I can be an American too. They Japanese Twitter, yeah, they like I saw two Japanese guys dressed like the Duke boys, and they had a General Lee, and it was correct. It was a 69 Charger, all painted correctly, but instead of a Confederate flag, it had a Japanese flag. It was awesome. Oh, dude, I will show you guys my For You page. It is so this is a bit of a risk because sometimes things pop up on Twitter because it's a totally different type of um what's it? A totally different type of terms of service than anything else. That especially than Facebook. uh, Twitter and Facebook terms of service are not compatible. Okay. Let me share this. So this is no, that's the wrong one. That is not the timeline feed. I want no. This one. A Japanese dude, they are. Hold on. You guys, I got a feeling we're gonna see some gold here. Okay. Oh wait, that's the problem. I should be in for you. So yeah, dude, they love the thirst traps. The Japanese people love putting up the thirst traps. So yeah, but see, yeah, she wants to go to a 7-Eleven. I've had it just drinking late. Okay. Um, let's see. Get the hell out of Japan, all of you right now. Yeah, this is the American culture they do not like. They don't like this at all. Yeah. Make Japan the 51st state. They did say they wanted us to be the 48th. They don't have provinces. It's like it's I'm gonna say it wrong, prefectorate, but I don't think that's it. And I was like, hey, if we can keep our guns, let's do it. today, today too, bat and better belong today. uh White supremacists or deranged racist obsessed pedophiles enjoy your American Twitter. Are there any American men who genuinely like Japan without being porn addicts, pedos, or alt right? No, no. In fact, I'm going to respond. No. The Japanese men are mad. Yeah, I saw this one making its rounds. Forgive me, Hitler. I'm about to race mix. That's funny. uh, Japanese left wing activists immediately flop down on the ground. Oh, they've got a name for radical left wing activists. It's Pyoape. Pyoape. I don't know. I'll look it up. But yeah, they if you're a left wing activist trying to do this shit, yeah, they're just gonna like fuck you up. To all Americans, please stay calm and listen. Barbecue has been banned by law. They love our barbecue. Love our barbecue. Like they were all asking anyone out there willing to clean my messy room for 1,800 yen an hour. This to me is unattractive. Current state of Japan, this country is done for. I've heard about this. There's so many homeless young girls that you can just like pay them to like advertise for your business. I'm getting all sorts of words from people. Fat, ugly, old hag. It really hurts. Am I fat by Japanese standards? I don't want to be in Japan anymore. So there, maybe I could convince her to come to the United States. She's fat in Japan. Combining the flags of America and Japan. Well, based on what I've seen, you shouldn't be trying to. It should be the Confederate flag that you should be marching. Southern people. This is just funny. There are no Japanese people at this rally. Yeah, there's a lot of "would you date me" type things. Is it true in America Star Wars fans and Star Trek fans fight with each other? Um, I wouldn't really call it fighting. The one See, these guys I'm in love with Japanese Twitter. I think they're hilarious. The pussycat dolls are now dried up vagina. Hmm. They are holding on to trying to hold on to their youth desperately. But that's the problem when everything is based on your looks. Japan's Antifa. This dude looks like a video game character. Americans who come to my reply section to post gun images. Dude, I'm reposting that. That's awesome. I'm telling you, there's a love affair going. Japanese when they get a new American follower. That's probably true. If Americans are grilling a big hunk of meat, then I, a Japanese guy, will draw a big sword. This is awesome. 8,000 reposts. And that was a big thing. When they first did this, a lot of the Japanese people were like, "Oh my god, I'm suddenly huge in America." Do you guys think I could be huge in Japan? I already am. That was one thing when I lived in Asia and I would walk through the mall. I'm 5'8", okay? I towered over people. I felt so huge. Our baby was born in Rivendell. That means she's an elf and gets to vote now. Chinese netizens call 11-year-old Arable Stanton a true mudblood for not being full white. Asian racism. It really is. Just the casualness of it. Rich Fossil, Brian Williams. I love that. Do you guys know that there's a whole section, and this has been going on for years, well before Joe Rogan really blew up. There is on Reddit, there's Joe Rogan and Joe Rogan 2. And it's because there were fans of Joe Rogan who got really sick, primarily of like the weed stuff and a lot of the health supplements he was selling. So they turned on him. And apparently Joe Rogan is like 5'7". I I, I don't know. I've seen a lot of variations, but they've showed pictures of him with people. Well, now they shrink him to make him look like a midget. Where does twerking come from? Okay. An American woman, 23, pretended to be 14, was arrested for meeting up offline with teenage boys for sex. Use SNS to lie, saying, "I'm 14, I'm a student," to make contact with middle school boys. Victims are aged 12 to 15, has done at least 30 times or more. Was already arrested as of last year, but rearrested due to a series of new victim testimonies. I will say this, and I've got a friend who is, I believe he's Korean. And as we talked about like dating and stuff very, very openly and honestly, um, he was like, no, he goes, I am a fetish. There's a certain type of women out there who view me as a type. And like he was showing me like some of these women who like match with him on like dating profiles and stuff. There's a lot of them are redheads. There's a lot of redheads who are very into Asian men. Don't drink the water. I can't push you. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Oh, did you guys see the guy? Um, hold on. Let me stop this. There's a guy who went to get a mullet. Let me see if I can pull this up. No hair means right. Let's see if I can find it. Where is this guy? I know it was on TikTok and Instagram. Sorry. Maybe it's in. I'll show the Instagram where it was. Where I'd seen this guy independently. I just don't remember his thing. But there was a woman who did a react. Her react is. I've seen this woman's content before, and to be honest, it's kind of mid. Is it this one? No. No, that's not it. Okay, I found it. Okay, I'll share this one with you. Okay.
I've been laughing for 15 minutes.
Why can I not hear it? Is this muted? Hold on. Yep, that's what it was.
Straight. I'm going to show you a video and I'm going to show you the comments.
Yeah, dude, I said I wanted a mullet, and this is what the barber gave me. I don't think this is a mullet.
Looks sick, my lord. Maybe they didn't hear you correctly. How many shillings did you pay for that cut? Did you specify which century you wanted them on from? Tomfoolery in the front, knavery in the back. Do you know the Muffin Man? Okay, Judge Schmidt. He gave you the 1-2 buckle my shoe special. Go to the Renaissance fair immediately.
That's my favorite comment.
Got the little Debbie. Did you go to the barber 7 years ago?
That's not that funny.
It's honestly not that bad. It's substantially worse. And you just river danced out of there without saying a word.
That one's not that funny either.
The bangs are a little short.
I love that comment.
I hate it.
I love that comment.
What does your barber do for a living?
That's a really good comment.
You headed to your shift at the Lollipop Guild. It's going to be okay, Hansel.
That's a good one.
I've been laughing for 15 minutes straight. I'm going to show you a video and I'm going to show you the comments.
Yeah, dude, I said I wanted a mullet, and this is what the barber gave me.
Burke Obi is his name. Okay, hold on. So now I have his TikTok. Burke Obi. Because he's done other things. And this guy, he's owning it. And I'll tell you this, good on him. Okay. Log in. Oh, okay. Is this him? Okay, yeah. So that's the haircut he got. And
Hey, we out here. We out here. Lord Farquaad here, apparently, or Berries of Cream, or whoever I am now.
Berries and cream.
I just wanted to say thank you, everybody, for all the support. It's been truly great, and I want to keep it very clear. The haircut is here to stay. So unless I come up with a better idea for hair, bangs are staying. So it's Bob.
This dude is smart.
It's beautiful.
You lean into it.
Lord Farquaad here, apparently, or Berries of Cream, or whoever I am now.
I love that commercial. Berries and cream.
I want to do answering everybody's questions video. So if you got any questions you're dying to know, drop them in the comments down below, and I'll pick the.
Looking at the comments, do you know the Muffin Man? What does your barber do for a living? You forgot to start with hear ye, hear ye. On a scale of 1 to lawsuit, where are we at? Lord Farquaad, sir, how tall are you in real life? Get your picture on a t-shirt with a clever caption. I promise they will sell. How does it feel to have gone viral in like a week? Do you make money off the Quaker Oats brand? Are you related to Captain Kangaroo? I want to know, did you pay for your haircut in silver or gold? Mead or ale, sir? So yeah, that's pretty good. Let's see what else he's got here.
Hear ye, it is I, Glizzy Lord. No one gobbles them like I do.
Chris, I think we have to get you a haircut like this.
Hear ye. Just got my hair done.
Hear ye.
I'm about to go fight a dragon. Let's go have some fun.
He should get some shirts made up. Could you imagine wearing a shirt like I was told there'd be dragons? He could be wearing a shirt that says, I'm here for dragons and chivalry, and right now we're all out of dragons. So yeah, that's his stuff. It's pretty fun. You were being nice. We're not nice here. We just have fun with each other. Okay. I do have things ready, so here we go.
Started.
I made it to No Kings, y'all, and I'm here with Katie, and she is going to explain to us a little bit about what's happening on May 4th.
We want to shut down every ICE facility in the state. Let's make a statement. We have all of these people. We see everybody all over the country come out, millions. We keep breaking records. Let's create an action out of it. So May 4th, every single person. We have these right here. It shows you where every single ICE facility.
Make no mistake, everyone. This is a crime. This, right now, is a crime. You cannot interfere with federal law enforcement. And that's exactly what they are. You cannot do that. And if you do interfere with federal law enforcement, and you do like what they are doing, and publishing content, and like what she is saying, that this is her intent, she can be arrested right now. It doesn't matter if anyone acts upon what she's saying or not. This is a crime. She is encouraging others to break the law. This is a direct call for action. And it doesn't, this specifically is prevented in the Brandenburg test. Brandenburg v. Ohio, 1969. when you talk about free speech that is directed at attacking someone, Brandenburg is the law of the land. That is the lens through which it will be upheld. And this is a crime.
In the state of California is we want everyone to show up to one. We're going to shut it down, and that buys at least a day. If they can't get in and out, they can't kidnap people. So we at least save people one day of freedom. There are so many bills that are on the desk, that are on the table to protect us. We need you guys to call.
They're bills. They're not laws. Bills are proposed all the time, and most times they fail.
We need you guys to beg them to please pass it May 4th. No kings, no camps.
And this is how it ended.
We were kettled in front of the MDC. LAPD pushed us back into a cloud of tear gas deployed by DHS. On the other side of that cloud was LAPD. And they've just slowly been kettling us. And yeah, I have clear footage that shows LAPD working with DHS. They literally coordinated an attack on protesters. Where no one had...
Interesting, the word, a coordinated attack, because it seems to me what you were trying to do was coordinating an attack on ICE facilities. Interesting.
No one had attacked LAPD. No one did anything. But we're all about to get arrested. So that's fun. Happy no kings.
Right now, there are mayoral candidates, 2 of them.
So, let me just say, she is going to be convicted. Because she's on camera advocating for the exact thing that she did. So that is going to meet all the elements of a crime. Because a lot of times you'll see people get arrested for something, but then the charges are dropped because they couldn't meet. Intent was not always, but sometimes a part of charging people for a crime. And yeah, she definitely gave up her intent.
Insane thing that I've ever experienced happened to me today at Target. If you shop at Target, please listen to this because I almost got scammed out of $800. I'm gonna try to keep it.
I know how everyone's like, oh, do random acts of kindness to strangers. Look, I'm just gonna tell you right now, protect yourself. Don't be stupid. Do not be stupid. This woman was wise enough to stop.
Short and sweet, so I don't have to make 2 parts. But this lady was in the aisles while I was trying on like a bikini or something, and she asked my boyfriend if he could buy her formula, like baby formula, and he came over to me and was like, hey, this lady's asking for baby formula, like I'm gonna go help her out. And I was like, oh, I'll help her too. We walk out, this lady has an entire basket full of formula. Me and him don't have any kids or anything, so we're not really aware of the prices of formulas. It was like 5 cans, and we thought that it would be like a little pricey, but nothing crazy. So as she's telling us her little sob story, she has 3 kids, she's a single mom, she has to send her kids back to Bulgaria with her fucking mom, I don't even know. As she's saying this, she is loading up the cart with other things, and I'm trying to migrate us over to self-checkout because I'm like, okay, this is going to be a little bit pricey. So we get to self-checkout and we start scanning things. The numbers are getting pretty high, okay, and she's trying to distract me. She was like talking to me about her kids and whatever, and then she's like, oh, can I give you my phone number so that I can pay you back? I get paid on Friday. This was not the first time she offered to give me her phone number, but I was like, no, it's okay, you know, act of kindness, whatever. So she gives me her phone number. I let her do it because I see the number going up and I'm like, you know what, my birthday's coming up, I cannot afford this. She gives me her phone number and I call it. And then she was like, oh, I got it. Her phone did not light up. Her phone did not ring. There wasn't a sound. There wasn't a vibration, nothing. That should have been a red flag to me, but I was like, oh, that was a little weird, whatever. I look over, it's $800. $800 worth of baby stuff. So at this point, my heart is in my butthole. Like, I cannot afford to pay this much. My boyfriend is looking like he just saw a ghost. But we didn't want to seem like assholes and say, never mind, put it all back. So we paid for it. As I'm taking the receipt out of the machine, I'm like, this is a scam. This is a scam. She's going to return it all and get the money. Before I could say anything, my boyfriend had already handed her the receipt and we started walking away. And I was literally shaking, almost crying. And I was like, we just got scammed. She's going to go return all that for the money. And you could tell that he had the same realization. And we were like frantically trying to figure out what to do. And the only thing that I thought was, don't let her leave the store with that receipt because she's going to be able to return it all. So then my boyfriend went over and smooth talked, whatever, got the receipt, and she got a picture of it, but he got the receipt. And we're standing in like the little kids aisle and we're like, what the fuck do we do? Like, do we put this as a fraudulent charge with our bank? Do we can we go talk to a manager? I was like, I'm just gonna go talk to the guest services people. The worst that'll happen is they'll say they can't help us. So I go over, my voice is literally shaking, like I am almost in tears, and I'm like, I think we just got scammed. I don't know if you guys can help us. What should we do? While we're at guest services, the lady is standing at the front staring at us. And then also, there's a lady right next to us at like the other guest services register. She has a cart full of baby stuff that she's returning, and they look very alike. Anyways, I explained the entire situation to this lady. The lady next to us is listening to everything, and she goes onto her phone. I'm gonna have to make a part 2. I'm so sorry, but this is where it gets really good.
All right, so let's see. Is there a number 2? Oh, hold on. So here's the part 2.
I'm so sorry. I suck, and I totally forgot I was making a part 2. So here's part 2. So the lady next to us is on the phone. She's speaking the same language that the other lady spoke. She's returning an entire cart of baby stuff. And I'm talking to the manager, and the manager basically says, there's nothing we can do unless you have the stuff. Like, we would love to give you your money back, but we can't because it would go in as theft, which is what I expected. So I wasn't like upset with them or anything. I understand. So me and my boyfriend go to my car, and we're like freaking out because we don't know what the fuck to do. We're short $800 fucking dollars. Fast forward a few minutes, I see the lady walking to her car. Not the lady that we bought stuff for, the lady that was next to us on the phone. So I pulled up right, like almost next to her, like diagonal from her, and she definitely saw me, but I took a picture of her license plate because I was like, I'm gonna report this. This is so awful. And I was also like looking inside of her car to see if I saw the lady that we had bought things for. She was not in there. But anyways, as she's getting ready to leave, I was like, I'm gonna follow her. And my boyfriend was like, no, don't do that. That could just be a random lady. Like, you don't know if she's involved. And I was like, I feel like it would be an insane coincidence if 2 bitches that looked very, very, very similar, they had the same accent, they were speaking the same language, were both buying buckets full of fucking baby.
Now, she started this off by saying she almost got scammed. Almost. Okay.
Formula in the same store at the same time. That is hard to believe. I was a little bit hesitant at first, but my boyfriend, when she was pulling out, was like, are you gonna follow her? And I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna. So then as she pulls out, I pulled out, and she sped up so fast. And as she's getting to the main road outside of the parking lot, I see a gold minivan that looks identical to the silver one that this lady is in, pulling out at the same speed. And somehow I knew that that was the lady we had bought things for. And as soon as like I was behind the silver van on the main road, the golden van sped off. I'm talking like 80 miles per hour on this random road. Like, she was going so fast. And the silver car was trying to slow me down, trying to keep me away from her. So that really confirmed it to me. The silver car was in the middle of 2 lanes. It was like a 2-lane thing. The silver car was in the middle of 2 lanes and then came to a complete stop when I was right behind her. So I crossed the double yellow line and went around her. At this point, the gold car is like a mile ahead of me, going so fucking fast, running stop signs, going like in the wrong lane to exit. But my car runs on diesel, so I could go just as fast. And I caught up to her. She ran a red light and went onto the highway, and then I ran the red light and went onto the highway too. Once we're on the highway, she was like swerving between lanes, like going around cars, trying to get away from me. And at one point, I pulled up right next to her and I saw her, and she just like stared at us and then tried to speed up, but there was someone in front of her. So I finally managed to get like right behind her, and she put on her like warning lights and pulled over to the side. So I also pulled over to the side. And then my boyfriend was like, stay in the car. What if she has a weapon? But I was also ready to start driving if she decided to randomly drive away. I have to make part 3. I'm sorry.
Okay, part 3. I had not watched this. I just saw where
I'm so sorry.
like she was talking about that she'd been scammed. Let's see, is there a part 3? Okay, yeah, we have part 3 right here. So I'm reacting live to this.
3. So my boyfriend got out of the car, and we were planning on talking to her, like just gonna say like, hey, can we have that stuff back? We did not expect it to be that much money, and we just didn't really feel comfortable saying it in front of everyone like that. But like, we're not gonna be able to pay rent if we need that money back. But before my boyfriend could even like fully get out of my car, She opened up her window, dropped the Target bag, like almost in the road. Like it was like, because we were off in the breakdown lane, dropped the giant Target bag and then sped off, like literally going like 90. She was going so fucking fast. So my boyfriend ran out to grab it and was like, I don't know if this is all of it. And then I was like, okay, you check the receipt and I'll like see where she's going. We ended up losing her car, but everything that we had bought was in that giant bag, except for she had ice cream and like Clorox wipes that she kept. So anyways, we had the receipt and we had most of the stuff. And we went back to Target, but we were so scared they were going to say they couldn't return the stuff, because when we were expressing like our concern that they were going to return it and get the money back, the manager had said that they would only be able to get like $100 in store credit. So we were so scared. But when we got there, we asked if we could speak to the same manager, and they gave us like all of the money back in cash. It was so sweet. They were so nice about it. But so we got the money back and everything, but it was terrifying. I was literally like crying because $800 fucking dollars. So yeah, be careful, guys. If anybody asks you to buy baby stuff, don't do it. And I normally do not ever say yes to anything like that, but for some reason I was feeling kind.
I know people would be like, oh, F those people for doing that. No, lady, you just learned a very valuable lesson. If you're going to help someone, only help with what you can. If someone asks for help, you don't have to. Oh, I'm not doing this story. I watched that woman's thing. It was stupid. If you are doing acts of kindness for people, that's fine. But you don't have to. You don't have to do anything beyond more than what you can do. And doing beyond more than what you can do is just stupid. Like, help with, be like, hey, fine, I can spare 10, 20 bucks. Fine, here you go. That's why, like, like when I did stuff for Uncle Frank, and then people started doing stuff with Yoda. And then people were like, Yoda ripped me off. I was like, okay, well, what do you want me to do? Well, you promoted him. No. I said help Uncle Frank and things about Uncle Frank. If you went into other business relationships, that's on you. I never endorsed any of that. In fact, when people were like, "Oh yeah, Yoda and Miss Yoda are going to do this stuff," I was like, I want no part of that. I'm not responsible for that. I did not give an endorsement of them. I was like, "Hey, this stuff for Uncle Frank." And Uncle Frank, I asked for information about Uncle Frank before I helped him. They provided it to me. I was like, "Okay, that's all I need right there." All I really needed to know was Uncle Frank a veteran. A lot of people get wrapped up in these things about, well, that was a discharged veteran, or that that person only did this. I don't care about any of that stuff. Do they have a DD 214? Were they a veteran? Do you have any proof? Any pictures of them in uniform? Any stuff like that? Pictures of them deployed. That's all. I'm just asking for the minimum verification like that. I am not getting down into weeds of, well, this person says they were this rank, but they were only this rank. Like the people doing that. Hey, you want to do that? That's fine. Don't drag me into it, and definitely don't drag me through the mud when you find out other stuff. Like what I say, if I say someone's a veteran, I have proof that they're a veteran. That's it. I'm not making any other claims, even about veterans. I've gotten emails about veterans who've been on this show multiple times where people are like, they're stolen valor. Yeah, they served, but they said this and they did this. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. If they told me, if they came on the show and said that they were a major, and it turns out they only made sergeant, that has nothing to do with what I'm doing. If you want to run down and make that your personality and you want to talk about those things, go talk about those things. That's not what I'm here just to interview people. I move on when I'm done. Now, if they're like using that for money, maybe that's a different story. Like if they're trying to sell a book of their war stories, okay, maybe then I'll be concerned. But if I'm just having a veteran on and they're just talking about, yeah, here's what I did. Okay, fine. that's fine. But when it's like, if I had them on this show or I did something for them, and now you're going deep to figure out if they're stolen valor. Look, I'll be honest with you, I just don't care. You can use what they said on my show for evidence towards whatever you're working towards, but honestly, a lot of the stolen valor stuff, like, of people who do it, is just kind of dumb. That's why you've seen, if you follow any of the, there's a couple guys, I don't want to throw them under the bus, but they've been doing stolen valor stuff for years. And years ago, they switched tactics. Like, now there are some who'll only do stolen valor cases on this, or they'll only do stolen valor cases on this. So yeah, that is, you know, that's how it goes. But yeah, as far as scammers go, yeah, I'll never give more than you can give. Like, those people were stupid for, like, oh, would you help me pay for baby formula? I'll give you $20. That's how I do it. And here's the thing: there are other people that I've helped that probably are scamming. Probably are. That's also another reason why I only give what I can, because if they did scam me, okay, well, they got a fast one. I'm gonna write it off. Like, karma God will take care of that person. Like, that has nothing to do with me. If someone lied to me and I gave them even $100, okay, I only give what I can give. I don't give any more than that. And if dog's coming in here, yeah, if they pulled a fast one, okay, well, good on you. You got a free one. I'm not going to help you again. And there's people recently who've tried to take advantage to me, and I'm like, no, no, and they just wouldn't stop. I'm like, well, look, all I can spare is $10, and at that point, I'm paying them to leave me alone. And here's when I give people, when there's people I care about who need money and they're asking me for a loan, I'm like, look, I'm going to give you this. It's a gift. I don't need this money back. If it's someone I care about, I'm like, look, take this. I don't want this money to ever come in between us. But if someone says, well, I need this, and I'm tired of dealing with them, I'll be like, well, I'll give you a loan. I'll give you a loan. So that way, if they ever come back to me, I'm like, well, you still haven't paid me back from the last time. Then all of a sudden, I'm like, when am I going to get that money back? That's when they shut up and they walk away. Yeah, yeah. Those two people, I hope they learned. I hope they learned. So many of these people, especially here where I live, we have to help the homeless. Fuck most of the homeless. Fuck most of them. In this town, I've seen the homeless. They're a bunch of drug addicts. Like, you saw where I had Miss Rose on. Okay, she's legitimately homeless. Very nice woman, no drugs involved. Legitimately homeless. Had people take advantage of her. Sadly, she needs to be ready to do the things to stop those people from taking advantage of her, and she has to put her foot down. I can't make that happen. Only she can. But she's a good person, so I gave her money without even asking. Like, she never asked for money. I was like, hey, I have this. I want you to take it. And I've tried to help her in other ways. Those places that I called are in contact with her. At least they told me they were going to be. Primarily, it's my county. So I've done steps. I'm not people's savior. Okay. That's another thing. Me doing this has taught me you can't be people's savior. They have to have some ownership of it. I'll help. I will hold their hand. I will get the process started, but they have to follow along. Oh, absolutely, mismatch. Absolutely. And what I find funny is so many people, especially here, just buy on their oh woe is me story. Oh, okay. Well, I'll help people. I will, and especially veterans, families of veterans, like Miss Rose. Uh, as we were talking, like I said, okay, here's what I can do for you, and we did those steps. From this point on, if she contacts me and says I'm doing those steps, but I'm running into these roadblocks, I will help again. If she doesn't continue on with it, that's not on me. That's like I will show people here's where the help is. I will help them get the ball rolling. And I'm really not talking about her. There's other veterans out there where I have done that, but they expect me to do it all. That is not my job. That is not what I do here. I don't want to throw those people under the bus, but they're people that you all would recognize, not people who've been on my show one or two times, but people who I've helped. And yeah, I'm not going to throw their names out there because I've helped a lot of people. So if you're thinking, oh, it's so and so, you're probably wrong. I've helped a lot of people doing this show. Man, I've been doing this show almost 8 years. Wow.
Delta told me I couldn't fly. I go to the checkout line and the lady looks at me and says, "Ma'am, you can't fly with all this. You need to consolidate." I said, "Okay, that's fine. I'll consolidate. I'll put my..."
You're allowed, in general, you're allowed one carry-on, one personal item. Now, see, she's got a backpack, so that's her carry-on. There's a personal item. Some places don't allow you fly with a personal item. You get a carry-on. Some places will charge you for the carry-on, only the personal item's free.
My fanny pack in my backpack, and then I put my fanny pack in my backpack, and then I say, "I just want to let you know, like, this is a medical device, so I should still be able to wear my fanny pack and my medical device and my carry-on. Like, that shouldn't be a problem."
True, but I stopped this video when I was watching it earlier, so there's a certain point where I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna react live to it because medical devices are protected under the ADA. I don't think her medical device is protected. We'll watch it and you guys tell me what you think.
Problem. And she says, she looks at me, "You have a medical device? I don't think you do. You don't look like you need one."
That would be discrimination right there, what she's explaining. However, what's the medical device?
Prove it. I said, "Okay, like, really?" I said, "You're kidding, right?" But she says, "No, I'm not kidding." So I take out my breast pump, like, whatever. I'll comply. Not a big deal. Super annoyed that
A breast pump.
she's making me prove this. Discrimination. So anyways, I pull out my breast pump and I show it to her, and she says, "What is that?" I said, "It's a breast pump." "A breast pump? Nah, that's not how it works around here. That's not considered a medical device." And I said, "Well, ma'am, I'm like a frequent flyer. Like, I do this all the time. I've never been questioned. I've never been questioned to have to prove my device."
Never having been questioned before is not it's not a defense. Medical devices on planes are for disabled people. Okay. So there's still another almost minute left of this video, but I'm trying to figure out I stopped it before this, where we're at right now. What medical device or what disability relies on a breast pump? Like, I can understand that you're a mom, and if you are traveling with children, I can understand, yeah, you have to bring your breast pump with you, but having it not with your carry-on, I've never seen. I don't. Why can you not just consolidate? I don't get that.
And one, you're talking to me like I'm some criminal. So I say, "It's a medical device." She says no. I said, "Okay, well, I'm going to put it back in my backpack. I know it's a medical device. It was prescribed by a doctor," I said. So I put it in my backpack, go to get on the airplane.
Not for a disability, though. I doubt you got it for a disability, which means it's not protected under the Americans with Disabilities Act.
With my suitcase, my fanny in my backpack, and my backpack.
Syringes are a medical device. If I start flying with them, they might want to talk to me about am I flying with a bunch of syringes? That doesn't mean I get to be like, well, that's a medical device. I can bring it all. Because they could be looking at me like I'm a drug user and smuggling drugs, which would be valid. And they could hold me back and I miss my flight over that.
So then I get down the line and I'm like, this isn't right. Like, Delta, you can't ask me to prove what medical device I have. You're discriminating
You're wrong, lady. They can't ask you to prove your disability.
against me, saying I don't look like I need a medical device. How do you know I don't need a medical device, Delta? I don't get it.
You're only allowed medical devices for disabilities. I don't think this woman has a disability that requires a breast pump. And I'm just being honest there. Like, Glory is a medical device. They can ask me, well, what does she do for you? They can't ask me what is your condition, but they can ask what does she do for me? And that's a valid question. And I've been asked that, and I've answered that. Let me get through the others before I get to this story. This one I saw. It's something I've been stating before because it's true. There are tests, or not tests, but medical studies which have proven this.
That nearly all the crime and all the poverty and all the welfare and all the problems in society come from women-dominated homes. You know, they call them single parents, meaning the woman in charge. Devastation. And they're just beginning to realize, why is that?
Sure.
Why is that? Because the judges, not being acquainted with the truth, think of the women as the most intuitive, most capable of bringing up children. Now that may be good for the lioness. You see? You know, the male dial does, you know, pop, does his thing, and he's finished the rest of his life. But the mother transmits the qualities of what it means to be a tiger or lion to the offspring. However, with man, who's not an animal, or not meant to be an animal, but is animal by default. Default of man being the dominating principle in the home. See? Men do try to be the dominating principle in the home. They sometimes rebel against the domination of women. And therefore they respond with machismo, with violence. But they have tried to evolve with the animal the power they lost through grace. See, what we need is a gracious man that a woman doesn't have a hard time looking up to. You do see what I'm saying, don't you? Every good woman needs an even better man. Is that right? See? And your mother didn't want that in your father. She tried to destroy it. My wife tried to destroy that in me. I could see early in our marriage that she was trying to kill me. Ladies, you understand that? She couldn't help herself. She couldn't see this in herself. It's taken her 34 years to even get to first base to understand what was moving through her. And this is what I bought into. This is what I thought was love. Because I married for the wrong reasons too, like a jerk. But still, it was good because I learned I'm loyal. You see? I didn't run away like your dad. Maybe good thing your dad did run away, otherwise he might not have survived. It's very difficult to survive something like that, especially when you don't have the weaponry, the spiritual armament, you know.
So he's speaking at it from like a spiritual way. I'm reacting to this live. The first part I did see, but he's actually correct. Every study that they've done of children being raised, if they're raised by a single woman, the chances of them going to jail increase. The children, boy or girl, doesn't matter. Increases. Chance of them going to jail. Chance of them not graduating high school goes up. Chances of them getting pregnant at an underage age goes up. Chances of them doing drugs at an underage, younger age goes up. All that stuff, all because of single moms. And yet there are people in this country who still act like single motherhood is this great thing. And it's like, this is a big part of the deterioration of our society. And this one I'll share. I just find this funny because this woman gets it all turned back on her. And I don't think she's
Rejected everyone because of the height, and then she got a
Yeah, I don't think she's particularly good looking. And this is a lot of stuff we've talked about before about women. Some of these modern day women have been lied to, and they think like they act like they're a prize. Maybe, I mean, I guess some of them could be like a prize out of a cereal box.
I'm Malik Excalibur.
Okay, Malik, how old are you?
I'm 47.
Malik Excalibur. Yeah, I'd be popping the balloon just on his name.
Oh no. Okay, well, let's see why they ended up popping. Let's start here first.
Sure.
All right, let's start with your name and age.
My name is Sohair, and I'm 38.
And Sohair, what do you do?
I'm a nurse.
So is he your type?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay. Why not?
I'm kind of tall. Damn! And you from the city. I don't really do the city.
She's not that tall. She's saying she's tall. No.
Do the city? What's wrong with the city?
What's your name?
My name's Maurice.
Maurice, how old are you?
43.
You haven't got... Oh man.
So I popped, just initial attraction wasn't there. You're just not my type. So that was it.
What makes him not your type?
Just not my type. Like the height. Like you're not ugly. You just...
He's taller than her. Again, look, she's looking for false masculinity.
You know, not my type. Like I want to stop and be like, oh. So, but yeah, that's it.
That's fair.
Just at height. How tall are you?
I'm 6 feet.
6 feet. Okay. And you said you're...
I'm 5'9".
5'9". Okay.
I guarantee you she's not 5'9". Guarantee you she's not 5'9". She's in heels. So if she were 5'9" and he's 6 foot, that means she's 3 inches shorter than him. And let's say she's in 3-inch heels, she's still shorter.
Yeah.
Guys over 6 feet aren't generally lying to make themselves taller. Not usually.
Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
My name is PA.
PA?
I'm PA. I'm from New Rochelle, New York.
Okay.
And I'm here to take part and find some love.
He gives me Stephen A. Smith vibes.
Now, PA, how old are you?
I'm 45.
I popped.
I feel like I could hang out with this guy.
Just not attracted. You're just not my type at all.
What makes him not your type at all?
You're just not cute to me. I'm sorry.
Cool.
All right. Now, is Sohair someone that's your type?
It's payback time.
Nah, she's not my type at all. Either.
Not at all either, okay.
2,000 years later.
What's your name?
My name is Fred.
Fred?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 47.
I immediately, the first time I watched this is when I have watched the whole way through. Immediately when I saw him, I was getting things from him like, I know this personality.
And what do you do?
I'm a government worker, and I also do TikTok, the cool reviews.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's head back to our unpopped balloon. Any questions over here between the two of you?
Like to travel?
Yeah, I like to travel.
Have you been out the country?
Yes, I have. I was in the Navy, so I've been a few places.
And that's right there. I can't tell you how many times I've been places and like I can pick out the veterans. And I just kind of got this vibe from him. Like, I know this personality. I know this. So the fact that he was in the Navy, I'm like, okay. I immediately can understand where I relate with this guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You got kids?
I do.
How many kids you got?
I have one.
You been married before?
I have not.
Sorry. That's a deal breaker. I mean, how old are you?
38.
Yeah, 38. Never been married. Got kids. That's a
Oh, and now she's gonna pop the. It's too late, bitch. He's already rejected you.
deal breaker. I don't like quitters. You might as well stay single. Probably good at it.
Oh.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Oh.
Wait,
What do you mean?
Because if you've been single until you're 38, that means you're good at it. Don't quit.
Right? Here's one thing I'll say about him. This guy is smart enough. He has realized this woman, if you were to marry this woman, she would just be a problem. She's too used to being single. Too used to it. She would just be a problem wife. Because she would still be like, no, she'd still be doing her single shit.
I was married for 17 years.
So you a quitter too?
Nah, she quit me.
8.
And I can relate to that too. That was one thing I've told other people. Work on your marriage. That's one thing I'm very thankful I did. I worked on my marriage all the way up until the day where it was very clear it was not going to be able to be fixed. But I was still there, willing to be a husband, willing to fulfill my commitments. But it became very clear she was not. And can't be in a marriage of one. That's just not the way it works. I do want to get to Joan's comments here. This is on the previous video. I have had issues that people don't believe Andy is a medical service animal because of his size. Well, there is no size requirement for a service dog. And there's only 2 types of animals that can be service animals: dogs and miniature horses. No such thing as a service cat. You can't have a service monkey. No. Even though his breed is bred primarily for medical and therapy dogs. Yeah. But all they can ask you is what does he provide? What medical task does he provide? Now for the one that I know I'm going to get hate on, because I am not one of those guys who believes that that Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame. And I'll explain my reasoning. If Pete Rose is put into the Hall of Fame, you have to put into the Hall of Fame all of the guys who should have been put in the Hall of Fame, but were not because they gambled on baseball. And not gambled on sports. They've been kept out for gambling on baseball. And Pete Rose gambled on baseball. He admitted it. He gambled on his own team. He admitted it. So this is Shohei Ohtani, who has had he's one of the best in baseball, one of the best hitters, and there is he's had gambling issues. I'm not saying specifically for him. He claimed there was betting going on, but he was claiming that it was his assistant, his personal assistant. I could be getting that wrong. So if I am, please don't. That's not what. Look, there were gambling issues, and I don't think we even have a good answer on any of them. But this guy is showing his most recent at bat, and this is Ohtani is a guy. There's been questions about gambling in relation to him.
All right, let's watch Shohei Ohtani give away an at-bat here. What I've picked up on with Ohtani, 33 pitches for Williams. What I picked on for Ohtani is he's swinging a lot of pitches on his hands. Stuff down the middle, he just prefers to take it. There we go, down the middle. So middle there, you're the best hitter that's been on the planet in years. What are you looking for there? What's your fucking plan? Perfect example of what I'm talking about. Middle. A lot of times now, like later in the at-bats, he'll start swinging at stuff on his hands. Oh my God, it's perfect. Down and in. Terrible pitch. So he didn't want middle, 0-1. He's swinging at a slider on his shoelaces. So standalone game, most bet player to homer. Millions of dollars are on him.
So you can literally place a bet on will this player or which player is most likely to hit a home run today, and there'll be a list of players with odds, and he's the most bet player that people choose will hit a
homer tonight. And I'm telling you, this dude is intentionally selling at bats for his individual performances each game and the season MVP. Roll over. So again, I talked earlier today on my timeline about how his pitch selection makes no sense. If you've played baseball, if you've been around baseball, like you would be saying yourself, if you watch his at bats close, his pitch selection's terrible. He's way better than that. He knows the fucking strike zone. So why is he taking 0-0 pitches, opting to walk? Again, breaking ball. Good swing, good defensive swing 0-2. But again, like that 0-0 pitch right down the middle. Now he's dealing with a bunch of fucking junk in the middle of the at-bat. The pitcher's got a lot of options. And this is how these guys give away at-bats, everybody. I mean, this is how guys sell. This is how baseball is fixed. So let's see what he does here. So now we're deeper into the at-bat. You're going to deal with pretty much, exclusively stuff on the corners, breaking stuff. That 0-0 pitch is the best thing he's going to see. Runner on base, he's got a little bit better chance of seeing something good, but again, his pitch selection is terrible. Again, strikes out, down in the zone. So this is what I'm seeing with Ohtani every time. This is how he sells and gives away at bats. This is how he steals all your guys' money.
And that's the thing. Like, this needs to be investigated, because if he is gambling or has someone gambling and he is specifically manipulating, that's illegal. That's illegal. It needs to be investigated. And just like Pete Rose, if it's determined he's doing it, he needs to be banned from baseball. I don't care. Like, it hurts the game. It does. And here's the thing: people that want to defend people like Pete Rose and whatnot, explain to me how it doesn't hurt the game. Hi, Julie B. Good to see you here. So that was all the stuff that I had prepared for today. And I see we have our troll here. But I don't have all day today. So I am going to get going. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you to all the haters for watching the whole show. I know you're there. I see you. All right, guys, I'm going to get going. For those of you watching on replay, thanks for being here. And as always, thank you for being worth serving.
Coffee brewing as the sun peeks through the haze. Birds are chirping, serenading morning's praise. Front porch creaks as dreams fade away. America's awakened to a brand new day. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. Loose print smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakened at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore. Morning in America, want just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakened with a heart full of shine. Old vinyl spinning a sweet old tune. Day starts dancing under a sleepy moon. New His print smudges on fingers of grace. America's awakening at her own steady pace. Sips of sunshine in a coffee cup. Simple moments lifting spirits up. From the mountains to the sandy shore, morning in America, wanting just a little more. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakening with a heart full of shine. Neighbors waving with a friendly rise. Kids with backpacks chasing daylight skies. Eyes cooling on a windowsill so fine. America's awakening with a heart full of shine. Tractors rumble, fields coming alive. Big wheels turning where hopes and dreams strive. Laughter echoes down the old dirt road. America's awakening to lighten her load. America's awakening to lighten her load.
Hey there, Veteran Nation fans. I am talking to you today because I have teamed up with a company that's dedicated to supporting veterans. What they do is they help you gather all the medical evidence that you're going to need to submit a VA disability claim. Now, it's all that is designed to help you get the benefits that you have earned.